Hello and welcome, it's Bibi Cameron here, and today I want to share with you an easy and quick technique to apply gold leaf to stamped images. This technique works well with any kind of stamped images, from very bold fonts like this one I have here to very detailed images or fine lines like this little bird I have here. So you can see how the technique works in two completely different images. Okay, to show you how I do this, I'm going to use one of the stamps in the stamp set Botanicals for You. This is a rubber stamp, and I'm also going to use Whisper White cardstock and this specific glue. This glue is not like another glues, and it's the key to succeed applying this technique, okay? So I'm going to use also a sponge and gold leaf. Before applying the technique, I make sure that my stamp is clean. Then I'm going to use a very clean and dry sponge to apply the glue. Please avoid using a part of the sponge or a sponge that you have used in a previous application of glue, because what you are going to do is applying a glue which is almost about to dry, and that's going to tear your cardstock when stamping. Now let me show you how it looks when the stamp gets stuck to the cardstock. We don't want that, so we have to make sure that the stamp is clean, that we use a clean sponge, and that we don't leave the stamp for longer than we need on the cardstock. The next thing you have to do is stamp the image as quick as possible. You just need to make sure that you have transferred the image to the cardstock and then leave it dry for a while. Remember, this glue dries fast, and when it dries, remain sticky, so then you can apply the gold leaf like so. All you have to do is to put it on top, and you can use a bond folder or some tool to help you to transfer the gold leaf on the image. You can reapply the gold leaf as many times as necessary to cover the whole image. I want to make a good use of my materials here, so I'm using the same gold leaf sheet to try to cover the whole image. When I'm happy with the results, I just gently pass my fingers on top of the image to get rid of the excess of gold leaf. Then, if I have any spot of gold leaf on my background, I just can use an eraser to lift that gold leaf from the cardstock, like so. This is very easy and very simple and very effective. If after doing this you see any white spot or any empty space in the image, you can easily reapply gold leaf on it, just like so. You can do this as many times as possible because the glue is going to be there and it's going to be there still sticky. So that's why this glue is a key in this process. Okay, now I'm going to show you very quick another example, and the first thing I do is try the stamp on this piece of cardstock to see if it's sticky. I also can use a little bit of Versamark ink to a condition in this stamp. And I'm going to apply the glue with a part of the sponge that I didn't use before to apply the glue. So this part of the sponge is dry and is free of previous glue. And then I apply the glue very fast on my stamp, like so. And then I'm going to stamp this little image very quick on the cardstock. I don't want the stamp stuck to the cardstock, so this has to be done quickly. And then I'm going to wash this stamp with soapy water. And once I do that, I'm going to apply a StayOn cleaner. This glue is really sticky, so I have my hands and everything is sticky. So make sure your stamp is completely clean before using it again to apply this technique. Then I always check the stamp to see if it's clean for the next application of gold leaf. Okay, while I clean the stamp, my glue is ready to go. It's already dry. So I'm going to apply the gold leaf on top, like so. And I'm going to do exactly the same I did with the previous image. I'm applying gentle pressure on the image, like so, and I'm going to apply twice the gold leaf, like so. So now, to get rid of the excess of gold leaf, I'm going to use a cotton wool, just like that, and I'm done. So again, to get rid of the excess of gold leaf around the image, I just use an eraser, like so, and that's it. And that's all for today. I hope you like this video and that you can give a try to this technique. I know that the most difficult thing here is to keep the stamp clean, but this is a very easy technique and the results are beautiful. Please subscribe to my channel, visit my blog for more ideas or inspiration, or to order Stampin' Up products anytime. Thank you very much for watching and happy crafting. Bye!